Have you actually ever heard of a time when it literally rained on Earth non-stop for 2 million whole years? How exactly did a completely bone-dry planet transform into a world totally overwhelmed by massive flash floods? And what is the absolute secret behind the sudden, explosive rise of the giant dinosaurs? This very question of ours leads us straight into a totally real event known scientifically as the Carnian Pluvial episode. It actually went down 233 million years ago, and it literally lasted anywhere from 1 to 2 million whole years. So what exactly did that crazy world look like? The sky was completely not pouring rain like one massive non-stop waterfall throughout all those millions of years. Because the atmosphere honestly cannot hold down a single storm that is literally that long. So what exactly went down back then? The climate shift was absolutely massive and totally radical. Pangaea, the one and only supercontinent, completely transformed from a bone-dry barren desert into a super-humid wetland hammered by non-stop, repeating pulses of heavy downpours. So what exactly kicked off this wild climate machine? The big reason behind it was absolute massive volcanic eruptions in the Wrangellia region, which is located today in western Canada and Alaska. These volcanoes pumped completely giant amounts of carbon dioxide straight into the air. So how exactly did this gas totally impact our planet? This gas triggered absolute massive global warming, sending temperatures skyrocketing by about 8 degrees Celsius. And all this intense heat seriously sped up the evaporation of the ocean waters. So what exactly went down after that? Because of that super speedy evaporation, Earth's water cycle became way faster and completely wild. The end result was absolutely insane, heavy rainfall like the continents had literally never seen before. So what did the environment actually look like under this non-stop rain? This humid shift actually triggered a quiet mass extinction all across the seas. About 33% of marine life completely vanished, because all that fresh water totally messed up the ocean salinity. So what exactly survived? On the flip side, the torrential rains completely washed away the muddy silt and sand that used to cover massive areas of Pangaea. Lush, green, fertile plains totally burst into view whenever the sun managed to break through between the rainy spells. So who exactly moved into these brand new plains? Before this whole event went down, dinosaurs were actually super rare creatures living totally in the shadows behind all the other giant reptiles. But right after that incredibly long rainy era, the entire scene completely flipped. So how exactly did scientists explain this massive turnaround? The epic rains totally paved the way for the rise of completely brand new modern ecosystems. New coral reefs suddenly burst onto the scene, perfectly adapting to the less salty waters, while the very first mammals started making their grand appearance as well. One of the absolute mind-blowing pieces of evidence for this crazy long rainy era is the appearance of super strange sedimentary layers right in the rocks of Europe and North America. These layers are completely packed with plant fossils that literally cannot survive anywhere except in non-stop, permanent humidity. So where exactly were they found? Scientists have literally even found fossilized pollen grains right inside those exact same layers. These grains totally belong to cycad and conifer plants that exclusively thrived in rainy, lush forests that went on for thousands of years. So what exactly does this whole thing prove? So the rain was totally not just one big continuous storm, but an absolute massive climate shift that lasted for 2 million whole years. It completely flipped the script on all of life, brought the dinosaurs right out of the shadows and into the spotlight, and literally designed our modern world in a way that only goes down once every few 100 million years.